On Battle of the Sexes today, we'll be discussing sex tapes and blackmail. And if you're not new on the internet, you'll recall how Kim Kardashian's hugely successful career was launched shortly after her sex tape with singer Ray J got leaked. 16 years later, having an X-rated tape seems to be something most young people are willing to try. We don't know why this is, but we have a perfect blend of contributors to weigh in on the topic on the table.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys!
A sex tape is you recording yourself and whoever you're having sex with.
I think the word sex tape emanated from the fact that people used to use tapes to record, but now, technology is taking over, right?
Why do people make them? I ask myself the same question because I still can't wrap my head around it. Like, why?
It has made many people famous. I don't want to mention names, but somebody sang and said,
Sex tape only by me,
I don't know, but
Why did I make a sex tape? I wanted to see if I was good as the porn stars. I wanted to see how good I was, and I wanted to adjust a few things.
Please leak it. I'll be famous. I'm a Calabar boy. All the rumors you heard are true. We are fantastic down there.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys!
What is a sex tape and why do people make them?
What is a sex tape? Basically, you having sex and recording yourself, like while doing the do. A sex tape is you recording yourself and whoever you're having sex with at the point in time, just to reveal later, maybe you well or you mourn properly.
I think the word sex tape emanated from the fact that people used to use tapes to record, but now, technology is taking over, right? But the word sex tape still means you're having sex and you decided to record the moment.
So it's like a video recording. You are having sex and you are recording yourself. So that's a sex tape.
It's actually a video recording of people having sex, either by their knowledge or without their knowledge.
Sex tape is a recording of you having sex with somebody. A sex tape is a video recording of yourself and someone or other people having sex.
A sex tape is when you and a man or woman are having sex and you decide to actually record the moments.
Sex tape is a pornography video recording of which involves one or two persons, whether they are in love or it's just for, the carnal spirit.
a sex tape is homemade porn.
It's a tape made about sex. But yeah, it's something adults do. Yeah, between themselves, so that's a sex tape.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys!
Why do people make them? I ask myself the same question because I still can't wrap my head around it. Like, why?
So first of all, I think they are broke because data is quite expensive at the moment.
So I don't know who really initiates the move for sex tapes, but I feel like there should be really no reason, if there would be any reason. I cannot come up with a reason why people will make sex tape. The only thing that will probably be just they just want to see how well they performed.
I think it's another form of pleasure to some people. At that moment, it's like a mirror. You are doing something and you are looking at yourself that, wow, this is amazing.
I have a friend that has told me that, while having sex, she recorded herself with this person. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why would you record yourself having sex? And she's like, so that I can remember. Like, remember what? Like, I don't understand. Why do you want to remember? Like, you're actually doing it.
If it's not you being broke, it's because you still want to watch whatever thing you guys have had, the way maybe you loved it, you want to get turned on again, and you want to fantasize about how you guys had the last sex you do. I don't know. For different reasons, Sha.
Well, I feel people make them for pleasure, for money, or just for keeps, yeah.
Why do people make sex tapes? Because they want to see how pleasurable it is, I guess. Some people like to be adventurous, so for fun.
I think the reason why people make sex tapes is because They want something that they feel more connection with. Instead of watching a random porn video, they want something that has them as the actor in it, you know.
You know, people who are in long distance, I think it started like that. They wanted to just keep reminding themselves of the other person and the special moment. So it started like that too. So people like OJ took it further, you know. And they started doing sex tape and, you know, making money from it. OJ is a Ray J's junior brother.
Oh wow, Flesh and Blood didn't reveal that to you, J. Paul.
Yeah.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
Why do people make sex tapes? I feel like a lot of people make sex tapes for numerous reasons. Some people just get off on watching themselves have sex, which is weird, but whatever.
Meet our face-off contributors. Ohis is a content producer and video editor who has no problem with people living their lives the way they see fit, particularly because the chaos is entertaining.
Some people also just, you know, can watch it alongside their partners and like, you know what, maybe we can improve upon this, or I'd like to try this, whatever. Some people might just be voyeurs, like they just like enjoying other people watching sex as well. And it's just another adventurous way to just, you know, spice up your sex life. That's why I feel like a lot of people do it.
You said that it's a way for them to know what they're doing wrong or what they're doing right. It's not you watching yourself do it literally, it's you feeling it.
Roselyn is a skilled model who can't wrap her head around why people engage in these types of recordings.
So like how does that?
I understand, but say like football now, there's VAR.
Yeah.
As you can set certain points.
How do you mean football?
But let me learn. You know, in football, there's certain points you say that, oh, that's a bad tackle. Someone can just give an opinion, oh, I think that was a bad tackle. But it's not until you see the video replay that you can point to the point that like, oh, he actually didn't got the ball, so it was a perfect tackle. Or, you know what, I thought that was a good tackle. I saw the in-depth and maybe it shouldn't have been like that. So maybe that's why. You can point at certain points in scenes.
In football, yeah, they're not feeling what they're doing, are they?
Yeah, okay, I will give you that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I understand, even though, yes, there are certain points where it's like, oh, I didn't really enjoy that. You can point to a certain point and it's like, what you did there at that moment, I didn't like it. You get me?
I feel people do that because, I mean, it could be like a fantasy for them. Because instead of them watching other people have sex, like probably porn, they can just watch themselves and their partner do it. And it could just be a way of, you know, maybe he's at work or she's at work. How would it be? People do that. They carry their phone and be watching themselves have sex, trying to remember what went down. But then I feel like, irrespective of whatever your fantasy is, you have to be like, you have to be private in a way, because you don't know where that video. I mean, it's just a normal phone. I could one day take up your phone, or like maybe I'm your friend and then I could take up your phone one day, and then even though it's your Face ID or like there's a password to it, there's still a way to get in, right? There's still a way to get in, and then if it falls into the wrong hand, I mean, like, what exactly are you going to do in that certain point in time? I
understand that, but I feel like if there's precautions made and you take every possible measure to make, because
there's no, to me, I feel like there's no form of precaution, like literally.
I hear that, but yourself, if you record a sex tape on your phone, yourself, you go and give your phone to someone, for example, so, oh, like take picture for me. When you know the type of treacherous stuff you have on your phone, yourself, you're a mumu, you know what happens.
So, okay, so when you make the sex tape, what do you do with the video? Where do you keep the video?
Say an iPhone, for example, there's for your eyes only. There's different settings that only the owner of the phone can open. So if you do that even on, well, me personally, I would never upload anything of me like that on the internet. Some people do, God bless them. But my whole point is, if I was to do something like that, yeah, there's different websites and stuff you can upload content like that and it's encrypted, so no one can access it except you. Maybe God forbid they hack this, because they've hacked big companies like Sony. So if they hack your own, sorry, sorry, that's the risk you take. But yeah, I feel like the measures to be taken.
You're saying the risk you take as if you're not for it.
Well, I'm for people expressing themselves and being adventurous.
Now, did you know that female fish can fake orgasms to trick males into thinking they have successfully mated? battle of the sexes, guys.
Have you ever made one?
Have I ever made a sex tape? No, I haven't, and I cannot.
If it's video call, oh, maybe I'll say we have done that one before. Maybe just, you know. But to see how we record myself, me, I cannot do that one. No.
Have I ever made a sex tape? I have never made one. Am I going to try it? I don't know. My partner must be very crazy for me to try it.
I think I'll be too engrossed with whatever I'm doing in that moment than me having time for my phone. This sweet. I don't understand why you pull phone and be. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know why they don't do that. So I cannot.
Yes, I've made sex tape. Twice, actually.
It's a no judgment zone, so we're just listening and enjoying these stories, right?
Have I ever made a sex tape? Nope, but I would love to. If we are married though, me, I'm not want to, you know, like make like a video of myself having sex, because please, what's the point? But if my husband wants to, I would do it, to be honest. I'm not going to cap. I would do it. That's what you want. That's what you get, right? But if it's a situation of divorce and he leaks my video, God will punish that man. Hey, God.
Have I ever made a sex tape before? Should I answer this question honestly? In fact, if I answer, how will you know it's the truth? But anyways, let's say I've made it in my mind, but I've not physically done it yet. I'm not that, I'm adventurous. But the fear of Twitter is the beginning of wisdom. So no, I have not made a sex tape before.
It was good, but I had to delete it immediately because I was very scared. But then, I wish I actually kept it for personal purposes. In fact, let's say I would love more an audio tape. I mean, the sounds, and then you guys just keep imagining in your head, what were you doing at this time? There are levels to this thing. Let's go.
If it's like Beyonce, Rihanna, I will do like 5 sex tapes. Well, if it's like Ayasta, no.
Why did I make a sex tape? I wanted to see if I was good as a porn star. I mean, I wanted to see how good I was, and I wanted to adjust a few things.
Would I make sex tape? I think maybe when I'm married. I want to try that with my wife.
Have I ever made one? Nope, I haven't ever made one.
Will I make a sex tape with Thames? It's a question. Thames that whiskey wanted to. What's the essence? I will. Definitely. Like, for sure.
Have I ever made a sex tape? No. Would I ever do one in the future? No.
Have I ever made a sex tape? No.
Have I ever made a sex tape? I'm not into that mentally ill stuff.
I am a public figure, and I wouldn't want something someday that my children will go on social media platforms to see.
Will I make a sex tape with any Big Brother alumni? I will actually. Angel.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
So, Oyis, I have a question for you. Do you have a sex tape?
It's a story for the girls. First of all, I cannot confirm or deny. Now, actually, no, in the case that my mom sees, but me, I don't have sex tape. Oh, God, Lord, I don't have sex tape. No, I fear, nah. I understand why people have sex tapes and I'm for it, but he does not have a sex tape. Oh God, I can't do that.
Oyis' mother, Oyis' brother.
My dad is too involved in the church. I can't do it. I can't.
Are you sure this guy is saying the truth? Because like, he doesn't look at his eyes.
What's wrong with my eyes? What's wrong with my eyes? Please, what's wrong with my eyes? No.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
Do I believe that recording sex tapes is an expression of trust, not caring, or just not sending for anybody, really? See, I feel like in the coding of Ohis, when God was creating the code of creating Ohis, the flaw, not God doesn't make error, but I just feel like he just took out the shame gene. Me, I just have too much shame. People in this world that succeed or just go about doing everything they want in this world, that zero shame in this planet, those are the people that are enjoying life the most. Those are the type of people here that can record this type of sex tapes because, like you said, they don't send anybody. So they never have that fear. You can take that risk and do whatever you want in this life. Because like I said, if everything is done in a positive light in that moment, me personally, I don't see too much wrong with it. Just so long as everybody is, number one, being safe, every content is being protected, and no revenge porn is ever involved. That's what I feel like is fine. You don't believe it's possible, but I genuinely think it's possible. Because I'm sure there are millions of people that record sex. Are you telling me that all of them, their shit is going out? No. I'm sure some people have done it in such a way that their content will never touch the internet.
To me, I feel like it's kind of like a combination of all of them. Because like, you can trust somebody, yeah, but then you have to be smart about whatever you're doing. Like I said this earlier, if you have what you're going to, because just imagine me now. If I want to run for the president of Nigeria, in like a few years to come, right? I wouldn't want that to be tagged to my name, literally. Because irrespective of how much I trust this person, I don't know in the future. Because people can be together even for 8 years. People married people. You can be together for so long and then before you know it, in just like a few weeks.
Afternoon,
exactly.
Just check the internet and your name is blowing up.
You can break up and he can be that psycho person that uploads your video and it could be a mess.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys!
Is it an expression of trust, stupidity, or just a sign that you don't send?
So is it an expression of trust, stupidity, or you don't send? If you say no to your partner, telling your partner you don't want them to, to film or whatever it is, I think that's good. Why do I say that? Because you really do not know where your relationship is going to.
It's different if we are married though. If we are married, I can do that. But we are not married. Please, no, I'm not sending it.
So if I like it to just fantasize about, oh, okay, I want to have this. And if you're going to, let me say, stupidity, no, yeah, you're being stupid anyways, because I don't see a reason why you should do that when you're not a porn actress or artist, or an actor rather. So I think it's stupidity, though.
First off, I think that you should not even have a sex tape with somebody who does not have a high level of maturity. And that's also like, that's not constant. It's not always constant, because if you have a sex tape with someone and you guys end up fighting, what if the person decides to release it? Especially sex tapes where it's just the face of the other person that's showing.
Number one, it depends on the relationship. It depends on the relationship and it depends on who you are doing it with. If it is transactional sex and the person is demanding that let's make it, baba, babe, na stupidity, she gets. But if it's, let me say your wife, you are married, I think I can say maybe trust. That one is different. That one is a different case. That's a family matter. Now I'm going to settle down. And maybe you don't send, maybe you're a public figure, you just want to, I don't know. So it might be it might serve another purpose.
Okay, for me, it's an expression of stupidity. And I say that because, I mean, you're having, okay, say for, I'm coming from the angle of a relationship that's not marriage, like boyfriend and girlfriend relationship and all of that. And then you have sex tape of someone you don't even know if you are going to marry. And then maybe you serve the person breakfast and then you got served, and then the next thing you want to do is leak the video. Okay,
so I'm going to refer something leaked. Tiwa Savage sex tape leaked recently, right? Did you see the face of the guy? No. It was our own dear Tiwa Savage. You know what I'm talking about? So I feel like you must be very stupid to allow somebody to film you. Really, except you're a porn star. So, yeah.
I think it is an expression of stupidity. Something that you know that will probably get you in a whole lot of trouble, but you're still doing it. It's a whole lot of stupidity. But then we still do it, so.
It's an expression of fun to me. I'm talking from my own perspective. It's just what we want to do. what we enjoy doing, what adds spice to our relationship or our marriage. So that's it.
I have a friend, she's married now, thank God. I mean, she broke up with this guy and the guy leaked their sex video. It was mad. It was so annoying that her father got to see the sex video and the man was crying because their mother is late and it wasn't good.
I'll take the part of trust away because you really can't trust no one. There are so many sex videos out there where you say it's later led to manipulation or trying to extort money from one another. So I think it's just a side of stupidity or a side of I don't care and the adventurous part.
If I'm going to have sex with you and record it, it means truly I do not care. You were stupid at that time because, hey, it could actually get leaked.
So is sex tape an expression of love, stupidity, or a sign that I don't send? Actually, it should be the last one because the other two is not love, like it's stupidity actually. So you actually don't send because at the end of the day, nothing hides forever under the sun. So if your sex tape comes out, you should be ready for it. So I really don't send if I actually do a sex tape. It's not like I want to do it.
Do you know the word exhibitionism? It means exposing the genitals to become sexually excited or having a strong desire to be observed by other people during sexual activity. It's Battle of the Sexes, guys!
Do you believe people do it and leak it for clout?
So, do I believe people make sex tape and leak it for clout? It's possible.
Who releases the sex tape? I think the percentage of people who release sex tapes differ. Now, from the standpoint of the person who recorded it and released it to hurt someone, to blackmail someone, right? It's different. That person is not chasing clout. The person is trying to blackmail.
To some extent, I think it's clout. Yes, clout. Some people do it for clout, yes.
Sometimes it's like you're not in the limelight as you want to be, and then you now decide that, what will I do so that they will talk about me? You now record yourself having sex and then you leak it.
We've heard of, Kim Kardashian and Ray J sex tape. We heard that they released the sex tape just to make sure that whoever was in the sex tape was popular, whatever it was, or they were blackmailed or whatever. And just, you know what, release it, right? But I think that, I don't think it's for clout, really. If you do it for clout, the internet never forgets. So it's a 50-50 thingy, yeah.
There's a saying that there's no bad day on publicity, so they might just want to, do something out there to just get people attention. So, yes, some make it for clout.
But I think it's like a 50-50 situation anyways. Like, the person might not have the intention of, wanting to leak it. Maybe the person, maybe not the celebrity themselves. Like, if we're talking about celebrities now, maybe not the celebrity themselves. Maybe the people that were involved with the celebrity would want to do that so that, they make themselves known out there.
Do I believe people do it and leak it for clout? My answer is yes. Some people, they don't send. You see it, you don't see it in your business. Those people that they'll tell you they are liberalist and all of that. It's my life. I can do whatever I want. I know, they just want people to talk. Some people even do it for fame.
Do I believe people leak their sex tape for clout? Yes. Some people leak their sex tape for clout because they actually don't give a fuck. Yes, some people do that. Some people do that because of the fame, because they want to be bad bitches.
A person could actually leak it because, one, they think you're either cheating on them or they feel you guys are no longer in good terms and they want to do that to get revenge on you, so yes.
Do I believe people leak sex tape for clout? Yes, 100%. Most of that, you've seen celebrities come on social media, go on different platforms to say, their sex tape is going to leak. So it's to promote some music videos, or some of them just to gain more fame, which I really do not think makes any sense because social media never forgets.
Do I believe people do record a sex tape and leak it for clout? Yes, very much. It has made many people famous. I don't want to mention names, but somebody sang and said, sex tape only buy me. I don't know, but I think people do it for clout.
100% believe that. Yeah, because you did it. It's in your phone. Who had access to your phone? Who leaked it? So somehow I usually believe there is, you know, some master plan behind it, because it's supposed to be private and remains private, except you now decide to leak it by yourself. Nobody else knew that you made a sex tape, right? Yeah.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
So why do people leak sex tapes? Number 1, they are wicked. Number 2, they are wicked. Number 3, they are wicked.
But in French, continue.
Okay,
I am agreeing with you,
okay,
but this is my point, yeah. I feel like, yes, it's some sick shit to leak a sex tape without like someone's consent. That's evil shit.
Why would you even say without someone's consent? Who would even consent to you leaking their sex tape?
Yeah, leak. You get my point. My whole point is, yeah, like, that should never be done. It's not cool at all. And even like you said, your belief is wicked. There's some people, I don't know why they believe that would be something they could pick clout off from, but yeah, that could be a case. In fact, some people get their phones hacked even. Like, it's not always a situation where it's one of the people involved in the sex tape that leaks it. Sometimes people's phones get hacked, and then people do it for money, stuff like that. So there's a slew of reasons why like sex tapes come out. Like I say, yes, it's sick shit, but everybody has different reasons. Whether it's just you want to do it for revenge, some people might want to do it for clout. Kim Kardashian. But my point is,
are you serious?
It should never, shit like that should never touch the internet unless all the parties involved are knowledgeable that it's going up. That's what I believe.
Fair enough.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
Would you succumb to blackmail if your nudes were about to be leaked?
That's a very, very tricky one.
No, I wouldn't. If you want leak, nobody will know the leak it and have fun.
Will I succumb to blackmail if somebody has my sex tape? That's if you won't have it. But if you eventually have my sex tape, release it now. Alpha. You want to watch? Watch, man. Sex tape. The people on Pornhub or X videos, should they die? Even Tiwa Savage is on X videos. Just telling you.
There's no guarantee actually that the person would not leak it, so I don't think I would succumb to it, you know, because I don't have that guarantee that you're not going to leak it. But if there's a guarantee, please, I will though. I'll probably pay for what hopefully is not an outrageous amount.
I'm just trying to imagine, you know, will I succumb? Yeah. I'm not sure.
If I succumb, once they bear, always they bear. That is to say, if I pay once, there's tendency I'll pay the second time or the third time, the fourth time, and all of that.
Would I succumb to blackmail if my nudes were about to be leaked? Yes, I would, because I don't want it out there. And if I have the money to pay, yeah, why not? But however, if it is getting out of hand, I'll leak them myself.
The moment I succumb, I'll become a client to that person. So it will be a frequent billing. And you'll be afraid anytime you see the guy messaging or the girl messaging, there'll be this level of, you know, fear and shock. This guy. So make you release him. Make you do what you want to do.
For peace of mind's sake, to take all the bullshit once and for all, I'm gonna let it go out. I'll not succumb to blackmail.
Will I succumb to blackmail if my nudes were about to be leaked? Yes, I would. I don't want my nudes out there. No, I don't.
Would I succumb to blackmail if my nudes were about to be leaked? No. One, I look good naked. Two, one fantasy of mine is actually to be a porn director, so hell yeah.
First, I will need to have some nudes. And secondly, would I succumb to blackmail? I really don't think I would go to that extent, because two wrongs doesn't make it right. So the next thing to do is to go to the appropriate authority, report the person, and being a public figure actually gives me an advantage again to, you know, I know how to go about it. But to succumb to blackmail, I don't think I would stoop that low.
First of all, chances of my nudes getting leaked very slim. But yes, if I have nudes to be leaked, I would succumb to blackmail because I don't like embarrassment in this life. So
please leak it. I'll be famous. I'm a Calabar boy. All the rumors you heard are true. We are fantastic down there.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
So can I succumb to someone who wants to blackmail me? I doubt to.
So what? You let them post it? Or you pay them?
I'll pay them.
You pay them?
But the thing about blackmail is that they'll keep on asking for more money.
Because they have that shit forever.
How did they get it, number one? When
they can hack your phone. See, this is my own. There are two very important questions to answer your question. Number one, was I doing work? And by when I say I was doing work, no, it's a very important question. Like, was I doing work? Was I delivering the deliverables? Was I doing well? That's one. Number two, what position were we in? Because if it's a situation where now, for example, babe, they press your neck or more, I will pay the whatever. I will pay
but like
whatever you want.
That's some people's fantasy, right?
That's some people's fun. Hey, I will pay whatever you want. Imagine going on WhatsApp and your man them are putting video or babe pressing your neck or they put thumb inside. No. Someone has to die. The person blackmailing me or me. Someone cannot remain on air.
So that one cannot go out at all.
What? But like I said,
so why did I make the video now?
See, that is what I just that one.
Okay,
but my own, like I said, depending on the situation, there's something. Like I said, if I'm doing well, that is an ad for me. So if you like, put it out. But like I said, if babe has thumb and the
why you so concerned about this thumb?
I or the person that wants to put that stuff out, somebody cannot remain in the land of the living. It's not possible. Someone has to go, whether it's me or you.
Maybe we will one day realize that we are now at an age where privacy breaches like this should be heavily condemned and not propagated. It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
Is it always a bad thing? After all, they say there's nothing like bad publicity.
In as much as we say that there's no bad publicity, good about publicity, it's now dependent on your brand.
See, a bad thing is a bad thing, first of all. I know, and trust me, you don't want to be popular for something bad, especially in this our society, especially in Africa, in Nigeria in particular.
I don't know, if I have a sex tape now and it's out there, yeah, I don't have an issue because you crave to me, that's the point. You know, it has to be that way, yeah? It just has to be that way because if you watch it again, yeah, there's no how. You probably want to that. You just talk because people are talking. You just talk. So I'm sure, yeah, true. No bad publicity, truly.
It's like a gospel artist now. They see your sex tape outside and you have brands that have signed up with you. A Bible company has signed you up. One more, you lose it all, right? I feel like at the same time, the internet will never forget at some particular point, except they take it out. It will still haunt you. Forget it. If you like, release a song, say, blogger, want to end your life. It's still there. We're going to watch it. People even used it for ring. Some people even want to do the video. I'm just saying, but in the long run, bad publicity, especially a sex tape, it will follow you.
Even our celebrities that have been through that lane before, you know, they lost a couple of endorsements and all of that, and it's not good for business. So yeah, it's not a good thing. So yeah, it's always a bad thing.
It's not the right thing to do because it doesn't really make any sense to me thinking about it. I'm sorry if I'm sounding so, so rigid right now, but it's just my kind of person. I mean, I even feel a little bit shy when whoever it is I'm getting intimacy is my whole body. So not to now talk of you recording me, whether intentional or not intentional.
That saying is right. There is nothing like bad publicity because a bad publicity could actually end up being a good one for you. Depends on how you actually play it. Look at Tiwa Savage, for example.
But for other people, let me try and be objective. It might really just make sense to them, for the joy of it, for them knowing that, oh, I'm winning like this, oh, my partner is like this, we're doing this style, we're doing whichever thing, or being adventurous, or whichever way it is. For them, it does make sense.
I might be vying for office, president dreams. So I think at that point it will be bad, because if I were to hold a position, a government position, it would definitely tell on me. So it would be a bad thing in that case.
Is sex tape always a bad thing? If it's between two people that they want it to happen, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think they just want to keep memories of themselves, but they should keep it private, because they shouldn't see, the world shouldn't see it. It's for their eyes only. Then when it leaks out and it becomes a thing outside, it's a bad thing.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
I won't say sex tapes are always a bad thing, because like I said, it's not even from a publicity standpoint that I'm talking about it, because like I said, sex tapes, you can use it to discover yourself, what you like about your partner, what type of positions and stuff like that you like, and it just allows a medium for you to be adventurous. Like I said, evil shit, just like the way the world works, evil shit always comes to play, and there's always risk in anything you do. Even general having sex, there could be people, anything can happen in your private life, that stuff can go out to the internet or whatever. So will I say it's always a bad thing? No, because it allows you to be adventurous, it allows you to correct yourselves in ways that feelings can't necessarily do. I think that sex tapes are fine. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm even thinking about the process of making the video self. Imagine me watching myself. I don't know how I'll feel about it, because I feel it's going to be so weird.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Again, it depends on each to their own.
It's so weird.
Each to their own. You never know. Each to their own.
You don't know how my face is, my face. I feel it will even make me conscious of myself the next time. Because imagine looking at my face, I'm like, Jesus, is that how my face was looking? Then the next time I would definitely want to.
And depending on how your face is doing, that means that your partner might be mashing work, he might be doing well. So you can see, again, going back to VAR, you can point at certain points that, yep, right there, you were doing well there. What you did there, continue with.
It's better for me to say it, right? I can just easily tell you what I like and what I don't like. So I mean, and even during the process, you can just express yourself there. So yeah.
It's Battle of the Sexes, guys.
So if you're watching this video, and you're thinking about having a sex tape, right? Be careful though. Number one, think about the person that you're doing it with. Diano Lodo, his friend. Diano Lodo. Because I've seen a situation where it wasn't a guy, but it was his friend, right? And then make sure that, I don't know where you have to put it. What you said, not in the cloud, but whatever the place is, but just let it not get into another person's hand. Because you don't know where you're going to tomorrow, and you don't know where that will take you to. So
this is my thing with sex tapes. Like I said, I could just run it up and be like, oh, be safe, make sure everything is done, blah, 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 blah. But man, I'm pointing at this camera, I am talking to you, I beg. If the babe is, if you know you like to be spanked and be pressed and different positions where the baby is turning you around, yourself, do you really need to be recording a sex tape? But my point is, in general, if you do want to record sex tape, just make sure everything is consensual, make sure it's in a safe environment, and make sure, at least if you don't want it to get out, put it in environments and spaces where it never has to get out. And then have fun, man. That's what I'm with in this life. Just have fun doing things you want.
Well, when we thought of creating this episode, we didn't exactly know what to expect, but we hope you found something useful from what these guys had to share.
It's Battle of the Sexes,